Hey, I'll jumping into the stream. Sorry for being a bit late today, but yeah, I thought I'd put on some background music too. I usually don't do this for scale modeling, but I thought, um, why not? Um, so this is a little distracting for me. I'll keep it like really low volume. I thought I'd add some nice like background tunes to get in the zone. But yeah, anyway, today the Shelby, I've finally cleaned my airbrushes, as you can see here, and here, and I've posted this in Discord. What happened with this one was, it did affect the O-rings. Like the O-rings are not ideal on the Iwata, so they're all pinched. This one here, if you can kind of see. I know because of the shine, but like where my thumb is, the O-ring is sticking out. And let me just jump into voice in the Discord. Go live stream too. Yeah. Okay. So with that, I want to do a little haul because I got a lot of things from online hobby shops. And I'll jump in with this, and then we'll jump into the scale modeling. So not all of these were bought roughly at the same time. Because I had a lot of confusion with airbrushing, I got the like additional needles for the master airbrush and for the Iwata. And I think either as Sniper or Ian pointed out, Iwata has slightly different needles. So whereas Master Airbrush has, Master Airbrush has a 0.3, Iwata has a 0.35, as well as a 0.5, like the Master Airbrush. And they also have corresponding nozzle tips, so brand new. Minor hiccup, I actually misplaced or dropped the nut somewhere for the Iwata. So I don't know, and I don't know like where it is, but it's somewhere. But I have the nut on the master airbrush, so hopefully things will work fine. And I don't have the needle in, so the trigger just popped out. But that's fine. I'll fix that when I put the needle in, and the nozzle cap when I screw it on. Now I didn't test them yet. I'm hoping that they'll be fine on. Yeah, the music is a little unnerving. Let me just turn it down like really low. Yeah, okay. I like this beat, but as someone was saying on an earlier stream today, it's like, you know, this is kind of like yoga. I want to be in the zen and kind of provide that for my viewers. But anyway, so then the other thing was really just, I'll put these aside. And by the way, I have my good luck charm here. Yeah, just adjust the zoom a little bit. So yeah, my friend gave me this good luck charm, this clover, and ironically enough, you know, I became Twitch affiliate like the next day. Not ironically, because I was kind of aiming for that, but yeah, really happy about that. Really happy, and definitely thanks to all of my followers I'm able to get here. Then I got 3 different primers because I've been using spray can primers and I want to start airbrushing with primers. So they're from Mr. Hobby. They're from the Mr. Hobby line of products. Mr. Primer Surfacer 100, which is a gray. Mr. Base White 1000. Sorry, I meant to say 1000 for this one. Mr. Hobby white 1000 and a black 1500, which I will be using now for a lot of the details in the Shelby. Just gonna get a glass of water and I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, I'm back. Just check a couple other things. Yeah, so also last thing, I do have some more Tamiya flat players. Now this stuff is really, really volatile. Excuse me. Like way more than just using lacquer thinner. Tamiya spray cans are good, but they're not like an airbrush. They spray a cone that's like 1.5 feet in length, like a little over a foot. 10 to like 13 inches. And so a lot of that gets in the air, and you really need to wear a mask with these. And preferably use a vent hood like this one. That's pretty brief. That is. So, yeah. I'm out of breath from just getting water. But anyways, it's been a chill Monday. Had work. Where am I at with this? Kind of focusing on the engine. And I'm nervous about testing the airbrush. I'm afraid something still won't work. My stream's buffering a little bit. No, it's not. So yeah. So I'm in this segment right now. I'm gonna get some pieces out. Maybe cut out some more sprue pieces, and then I'm gonna move on to painting. So let me just bring those parts back. And just FYI, this is what I'm working on. The Shelby. This bad boy. I know Viri calls cars. I usually call them bad boys because they're like muscle cars. I like building muscle cars. So anyways, onwards with might assemble a couple more pieces, but then I want to get into actually before airbrushing, because I'm so nervous to test things out. This will need to be primed now, actually in gray, but I might as well use the new primer. I'll save priming for a different day. Unless someone knows, and I'll ask when maybe someone comes in, if these need to be pre-diluted and with what. I believe they're already pre-thinned. Just open one up and just kind of look. Yeah, this looks thinned. And they smell like lacquer based, but I was on the Airfix and Chill stream earlier, and they were saying like there's all sorts of different thinner proportions. Like you can have detergent, you can have accelerators, retarders, and all sorts of ingredients. And we got into the whole Tamiya cement debate once again versus Tamiya thinner. Oh, and I keep forgetting what I was gonna say. So I might work on the F-18 a little if I'm like in the flow of assembling little pieces and multitask. But I got my thinners here, and people in Discord know I'm really big on, you know, using the right thinners. I'll just say the right thinners for the right paints. And yes, there are right paints. Here's the manifold that came out really nicely. Let me show that up close. It's the manifold. I don't know if the music's annoying or not. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. Keep it on for a bit. Beery. Oh, okay. I haven't checked my Twitch DMs. I just kind of jumped into the stream. I saw you were still in. I don't know if you're streaming now, but you're in voice, and I'm in the other voice. Feel free to jump in. I'm just showing off. I did a little haul, and I was showing off kind of stuff I bought. By the way, if you know, I don't think these need to be pre-thinned, but like I got a bunch of these primers that are nice. And basically where I'm at, kind of already did the intro. Maybe you were here, I'm not sure. But by the way, tell me this, is the music annoying? I decided to have a little background music, just for a change of things. I think it's kind of a nice touch, but it could be annoying. Okay, cool. Awesome. I hope this doesn't get copyrighted. It's one of those lo-fi playlists. It's called, what's it called? Synthwave Radio. Lo-fi Girl. Because I'm feeling girly today with the muscle car. But good to know about the volume. So by the way, I have my little Clover here. Or Big Clover. My friend gave me this literally a day before I became affiliate. So that's cool. And by the way, so this part right here, let me test out the zoom capabilities. So this piece, the focus will be kind of hard, but this is the alternator. This is the alternator right here. You can kind of make that out. Yep, and you can see it when you flip pages. You can see it here in the manual, and I'll keep this close-up view for now. What I had here, this is because I'm jumping around, kind of multitasking. I have this segment right here glued already, and I kind of just used these makeshift clamps a couple days ago. I did the thick cement first and then I did the thin, and you've kind of inspired me to just be a little more detail oriented. But for me, like where I'm gonna be putting the details, and I'll show in a sec. So this came out like a clean joint. Some stuff is like off cam when I'm just like looking close. Let me actually zoom out again. Some stuff I do slightly off cam because it's just easier for me to hold things. Let me turn my flash on. But yeah, I'm getting inspiration from the wrong guy. No, I mean, I like how you were being so perfect about the seats. For me, it all starts like, not because I am going purely in order, but for me, it's all about the engine, which is the beauty of the beast. The beauty and the beast. The Shelby is the beauty. The beast is the engine, and I'm just so excited to kind of work on it bit by bit. I have a bunch of spare parts, mostly for like the body, and I have other spare parts too, but a bunch of stuff for like wiring and that detail set. I won't like pinpoint it per se, but somewhere around here there's wiring looms. Oh, PE. I don't know what PE is. Pathetic envy. Oh, photo etched. Yes, photo etched. Photo etched, and actually I bought. I'll show it later. I bought wiring. Yeah. I don't know why I said pathetic envy. Maybe because you said wrong guy and you're getting envious. But check this out. Like, I actually hand painted. Like, with enamels, you get some amazing results. This isn't even chrome. This is steel. And you can even... I know it's really hard to focus on these small details, but like you can even make out the numbers. If you were looking up close, you could even make out like the serial number. So it's an AMT. The problem with photo etch wiring is that it's flat and wires are wrong. Yeah, I mean this is my first time doing like serious customization, so I'm okay with some things that are off. It's just as long as it's enhanced. But speaking of parts, let me also show the engine prime. I actually already did some putty work with the engine and the chassis, so I'll bring those all towards the screen. I primed, then did some putty, then reprimed. For me, it's all like about this area. Use finishing line or electrical wiring. I actually bought from the same store, like model car wiring. So this is how the engine is looking primed. It's pretty solid already, just the evenness. I added some putty here and reprimed to kind of make it blend in evenly. Yeah, it's very nice. And then I'm gonna use the chrome parts. This is steel, not chrome. You can see the difference. Gloss steel and then chrome. So adding the Cobra, because it's a Cobra GT-350. So yeah, I'm going all out. Basically today will actually be, because I had a lot of issues with airbrushing, seeing if finally things are fixed and working, but just a little more detailing. So okay, and I don't know, maybe I'll test the airbrush first, and if that's problematic, I'll jump to the F-18. But what I wanted to show you, first of all, because I'm a big sucker for enamels, I got this nice blue, flat sea blue, not metallic. I have a metallic blue as well from Testers, and from Model Master, well, I have like good gray paints from Model Master. Enamel paints, but I got that Ford engine blue that I've been so obsessed with forever. Where did I put it? Somewhere here. It's in one of my... There it is. So the Ford engine blue, though that one was enameled, this one is actually acrylic. But it's a beautiful color, and you can see two pigments actually in there. I probably got one of the last bottles of this, and it's the perfect... It's a better color than what's on the box. It actually is the Ford GM pigments, as labeled on the bottle. Ford General Motor Blue. I remember you were trying to... It was either you... I think both you and Plastic were helping me find it. But I eventually found the exact color. And like here it is on the box right here, but it's even better in like real life with this paint, so I'm just super excited. Yeah, I won't be doing that today. I want to make sure like my airbrush is working well. What I'll probably do is actually I'll start... The chassis is primed. I'll airbrush some steel once more. I tried it Saturday and I fucked up. But let me see. I just wanted to assemble a couple more pieces. No priming today. So I really like organizing my pieces in Ziploc bags. So what I'll actually do, just moment of truth, I'm gonna test my airbrush. Put in a needle. I have the nozzle cap here, actually. You have a Ford F-150 pickup. Nice, the EU version, painted in that same blue. You love it. Stays even better with the brush scratches from the bush scratches when you go off the road. Nice. I thought at first you were talking about. I'd love to see like a real pic of that. That'd be awesome. But yeah. Let me also check Discord for something else. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I thought you were talking about a model, and then I realized you were talking about real life. So I'm just gonna screw on this nozzle tip very carefully, because I've messed up before with this. Very gently, and just maybe a couple tight turns. It's the same as the Mazda, same chassis, same body, and same engine. Wow. Yeah, what was really interesting was that, Ford and General Motors collaborated. And my theory is that factory workers wore that kind of uniform at one point, either at Ford or GM. Remember, so we're talking about people working construction line, not necessarily mechanics. And my theory is that they were indoors all day, didn't step out much. So that color reminds people of the sky. So that's kind of my theory. There's a lot of interesting things with paints. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for my wrench. Find it soon. I just want to adjust that nozzle cap. Don't forget the O-ring. The O-ring is there. Yeah, I just want to give it a slight turn. I'll put away just my extra. These are, so, I'm a sucker for brand name stuff, so I got a bunch of, because I'm not going to mix sizes and airbrushes. In theory, my master will be for more rough work, and the Wada will be for small work. And I'll switch here and there, but yeah, just looking for that wrench. There it is. It was underneath my Q-tips. Okay. Yeah. I fucked up 5 times before, that's why I've had replacements. It's not that I've messed up the O-ring, I've actually messed up. Yep, that feels right. I didn't do it all the way, just, like you said, until I felt some moderate resistance. Okay, and now I need, so by look of it, this is a 0.2, because I fucked up the 0.5. And also the trigger. I need to disassemble the barrel as well. But I practiced this so, I don't know if you were following in Discord, but I've messed things up so many times with, you only use the 0.5 for large areas. Yeah, I will be doing some large areas, but mostly small, except the chassis. Assuming this is just going to be a test with water, and not the water I'm drinking. But yeah, that's the way you learn messing up and fixing. Yeah. The mess up was more not breaking, but just not cleaning the airbrush for months and just leaving it. Like, I forgot to clean. I didn't forget, I was just too lazy. And the chemicals, I was painting, speaking of paints, which I like, and Bart likes these two mission models. These are nice. These are actually pretty nice. And I really laid down the coats evenly, and like, they're not messed up at all. It came out nice on the F-18. I'll show the F-18 now. It looks the same as months ago. But my backup plan, if this doesn't work out, is actually work on some F-18 parts and maybe clear coat. So F-18 right here. Dark ghost gray on top, light ghost gray on the bottom. Not primer. And I have some overspray and underspray, but honestly it'll be my camouflage. I'm quite content. And I didn't canopy it. You should be able to clean it with lacquer thinner. That's what I did, and I posted pics over the weekend on Discord of me cleaning with lacquer. I dunked it. I soaked it, each one for like half an hour at least. So they're actually pretty shiny inside. Lacquer thinner did the trick, but I got rid of all my lacquer thinner except what I already kind of stored aside. Here's the fan belt, or the belt for the fan, and I have the fan actually ready to be painted. So let's see. Needle. And I've already lubed it. 0.5. No, this is like a 0.2. Okay. This is definitely a 0.2, I believe. Mine crash landed against the wall. The first model I quitted it, so Italiari Revel F-18 don't fly. This is Italiari, but I didn't quit it. Like, I put 18 hours, or like 15 hours of putty work. Supposedly this is 0.5. Yeah, you remember. But it looks like a 0.2. And I do have calipers, but I don't feel like using them. Yeah, this is definitely thinner. And I know I was messing around with the needle. So this I'll put in the 0.5. See, this is why I have like separate needles just for the Iwata. In fact, they don't mix. But the Iwata, I will test a different day. Okay. So let's see. The trigger for me is like the hard part. Like getting it in. It's tricky. No, I know they won't fit, but like you can have a misfit, I believe. Like, it's not like it won't go in at all, but you'll have problems. But I'll find that out quickly. My main problem was the clog. Because I was getting air but no paint. But this part always annoys me. I'm just going to take my time with it. Yeah, it was, I just saw chunks and chunks of that mission model. Like, rocks of paint coming out. Ironically, it's like I don't drive anymore, not these days. I love driving, but you know, as I was talking about Boston has, they say it's like the most European city of the US. A lot of people actually agree with that. It's pretty good public transportation in terms of the subway system and buses. If you live and the city was designed like a European city. So if you live within a certain radius, you can really rely on either biking, or I don't bike because I think it's dangerous. There are bikers who, the biking lanes are very good, but people die each year, and it makes me really sad. Honestly, I've never seen it face to face, as disturbing as that would be. And normally my streams are like positively themed, but there was a situation where in the neighborhood a girl got hit by an open door. Um, I'm gonna do this in my vent hood where there's a bit more lighting, so I'll kind of tune off my side hood. I got it. Dang, I did a lot of mountain biking, enduro biking, and downhill, always the most far away from tarmac as possible. Yeah, that's different. That's different though. Like, I'm talking about cars, bikers and cars. And it's what they say about motorcycles. You know, it's very dangerous. Like, I know how fun it can be. I've been on a dirt bike and motorcycle a couple times in my life. I'm bad at it, but it's fun. But they're incredibly dangerous. What doesn't match? The airbrush or something else, or the needle? I haven't even put in the needle yet. This is definitely master airbrush. Oh, cars and bikes? Yeah. Yep. Do you motorcycle? My hands are shaky. 450cc, 4x4 with differential lock. Okay. I'm not too familiar with motorcycle terminology, except cc being like horsepower, power output. Okay, needle is coming in. I think this needle might be... It might be too small, because I know the tip is barely visible, but it's kind of looking like it's going far, but I'm not sure. It might be a 0.3. Should I try the 0.3 just to be sure? It's definitely a thin needle. I might be dealing with a 0.3 here. Oops. But I think this airbrush is going to be working fine. This was me and my lady. Okay, I'll check this out. Oh, wow. Okay. Intense. Serious stuff. Nice. Very muddy. So, let me try the 0.3. Sorry, I know like the last like 3 streams, most of it has been airbrush troubleshooting. But this is definitely like a .5. It might be the water. Or something. It won't go in all the way. I'm not gonna mess around. It might honestly be in a water needle. I'm gonna keep this to the side. I think this is like a. This isn't meant for master airbrush. So let's see. The other thing is, let me try. That's not a .3 yet. Oh, let me just try the .5, a brand new .5 from master. Because the outer diameter is different. Yeah, this seems to be right. The needle goes in, kind of comes out a little, but not too far. So this seems to be perfect. Yep, I think I'm in business. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm ready to rock it. Let's see. Okay. A couple of things. Putting in back end. Cool. Seal. And, you know, Master Airbrush actually has this adjuster in the back for maximum paint. Since I'm doing semi-detailed work, I want like partial trigger. And for trigger tuning, don't give it too much pressure on the trigger, but enough for you to feel some resistance. Okay, that's actually a bit too much. I want to test. First of all, I'm gonna use the quick disconnect because it's easier. Turn this guy off. It actually, thankfully, my sound engineering is pretty good, so things don't. And thanks for tuning in here. My Mondays, I don't get so much viewership, so it means a lot that you're here. And yeah, quick disconnect, the master, putting the water to the side. Oh, I'm gonna put on the nozzle cap as well. And I have a micro pressure adjuster, which kind of messes things up sometimes, but yeah, Monday streams are kind of blowing people on pop people, I guess. Ian and Sniper sometimes tune in. Because Ian, you know, he lives in Australia. It's a good hour for Ian. Yeah, it's like, so right here, it's almost 8 at night. And Ian is off by like half an hour. It's like India time. So it's like 2 hours plus different, you know, AM, PM. So it's like almost 10:30 AM where he is. My brother is actually in Western Australia. He moved from Finland. Part of my family is European. Like literally grew up in Europe, in Finland, and Serbia. I have a very widespread family. Okay, this is the 0.5. This I'm guessing is then the 0.2 because it was so slim. Sorry, this is the 0.3. That 0.5 is like in the water 0.5. Yeah, it's morning there. This is just water. On my yesterday's gaming stream, I actually celebrated. I had some Had some champagne or American sparkling wine, kind of like an American prosecco. I know prosecco is a registered name, like Parmigiano Reggiano, or I'm guessing like Porto. And I said it the Brazilian way, Porto in Portugal. Yeah. But yeah, okay. I'm 40 minutes in and haven't done anything except demo, but that's okay. Was it you who was saying like no? M050 models on his stream on YouTube. He was streaming on YouTube. You have to work in 7 hours. Yeah, gotcha. Thanks for stopping by. Tune in again soon. I'll be on again, most likely Wednesday. But yeah, nice chatting. Oh, and don't forget about linear magnetic engines or motors. They're the future. No worries. No worries. Have a good night. Hopefully work will go well for you tomorrow. See ya. Yeah, and I was my timing was a little off. I actually was finishing my taxes and started a bit later. Just clear some space in the meantime. Oh, so it's another drawing. Nope. I hope this doesn't get copyrighted. I don't think it will. Cool. Okay. Putting some parts away. Assuming this works, it won't be, today will be 8A. If it doesn't work, well, we'll glue some more pieces. Maybe the F-18. So these are the other pieces I'm dealing with. First things first, water test. And I'll do this off cam. We're just doing it in my hand. So let me turn on my vent hood just for the lighting. Turn on the compressor. Nice. So it's not blowing air anymore. That's one good thing. I think I'm gonna be good to go. I'm on 20 psi. So water test. Nice. It's working. Awesome, awesome. Posted in Discord. That the airbrush is working. Thank God for this. I'm gonna switch up the tunes. Just change up the tunes and change up my tripod positioning. And this is definitely royalty-free music, so without actually even turning off my cam, which I usually do because I'm self-conscious, I'm literally just gonna do this. You can see my compressor at roughly 20 psi. Actually, this isn't a bad demo. Just, if anyone's on, I don't think anyone's on at the moment. But, yeah, this is the compressor. Just minor screen positioning change. And I'm mostly right-handed, like right dominant, but I have some ambidextrity, so sometimes I can use my left hand for things. But Yeah, definitely. So flip the cam. In the meantime, I'll put on this beat. It's taking forever to load though. Because I'm streaming and doing things at the same time. There we go. Cool. Manchu, hello. The airbrush finally works. I don't know if you saw my comment. I'm finally gonna airbrush. And yeah, I just tested with water. You can actually see my hand is getting wet. And it's, whoops, didn't want to do that. I'm gonna pour this in I have my good luck charm, by the way. My friend gave me this literally a day before I became affiliate. And let me just use the quick disconnect here and dump this. But yeah, my friend gave me this like literally the day before I became an affiliate. So it's kind of fitting that I have it on today's stream. Of course, it was mostly coincidental, but still, luck is luck. So I assume both work, but I'm doing it with I'm doing master airbrush right now. Okay, so I still have some thinning. Now I'm gonna prep that steel again, and I'm gonna start with the chassis. By the way, let me flip my cam orientation on my main cam. Just bear with me for a second. How's your night going since it's only been a couple hours since we chatted in Beery's stream. Cool. Oh, you were talking about the Shelby. What make? It's the GT-350. Let me show you the box again. Nicknamed Cobra. With this bad boy. Yeah. And like on the sheet right here, you can make out that it has Cobra etching on the optional engine covers, which I'm definitely gonna use. Definitely. Alright, one step at a time. Hopefully the music isn't like intrusive. I thought it'd be a cool touch. But I'm keeping it pretty low volume. My ears get really red for some reason. Okay. Gloves. I'm just gonna use one glove now. It's hard to airbrush or hold the airbrush with a hand that. These are like not the greatest gloves. I mean, they're decent, but when I run out of these, I'm gonna order like tighter black gloves. They're better. So, by the way, do you live in the part of Connecticut that's closer to Massachusetts or New York? I was in Connecticut. I was in Stamford in October when we were visiting family in New York and friends. Stamford is just like in a half an hour's drive from the upper suburbs, Westchester County. But yeah. Okay. So same procedure as the other day. There's plenty to airbrush, and this is a 0.5 actually. 0.5 needle near Hartford. Okay, so Central CT. By the way, I think you weren't on yet, but I showed this in Discord, but I'm just super pumped for all these like accessories. I'm a sucker for like accessories and like brand name stuff. I was in J7's stream earlier, and like he's super into like, you know, there are right thinners for right paints, and I say right because certain paints just don't work for certain things, and certain like so and like you know Tamiya lacquer thinner, airbrush thinner, it's not extra thin cement. Even if the ingredients are nearly the same, you can't just dab a little and glue pieces together. So I'm not gonna start the debate here, but yeah, that's just like a funny little debate we tend to have these days. I don't like this song. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Okay, so starting with this, I'll put this to the side now. So you're streaming tomorrow or Wednesday, you mentioned. Even though I'm into that kind of music, like other things, but yeah, okay. Tuesday and Thursday, 8 to 10. Okay, cool. I'll be sure to tune in for sure. I'm excited. You seem really, really skilled, and yeah, I'm definitely excited to see you. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for the steel. My stirring stick. Find it now. And I will do some black too, assuming this cleans nicely. Someone was saying plastic spoons. Like, who's it? Did you look at my Discord? No, I didn't know you have a Discord, actually. Either send the link here or DM me. That would be better because I'm trying to not hop too much between Discord and other apps. It's like this is quite a load on my computer. I'm streaming this off a MacBook, a MacBook Pro, and they're not meant for streaming. But yeah, for sure, I definitely will check out your Discord. Yeah, I just didn't know you had your own. I mean, I have my own, but it's not really skill model in Discord. What else am I looking for? Enamel thinner. And yeah, a couple sheets of toilet paper. Oh, and mixing cups. Here goes nothing. And when you stir it like the day before, it's a lot easier. It's like home team, you know? I am really excited to see how this comes out. And the chassis, you know, it's kind of, I've primed this well. And yeah, super excited. And you saw the airbrush work now, so. And you really don't need too much paint, but I want to add a little. Well, considering I'm filming. I'm not a fan of spills, so let's do this. Cap it. As soon as I can. So I have a little less this time. I have 45. No, I have like 40. So start off just by that one. It's already a little bit thinner. That's a nice. I know I'm doing this off cam. Okay, let me take a look at this in a sec. Great for transferring paint and getting ratios right. Okay, we'll definitely check out the material like a little now. Once I get it in the cup, I'm not so concerned about spills. Oh, pipettes. I have pipettes. But okay, yeah. I mean, I'll buy this. I will buy this. Probably in the next couple of days. You know me by now. Like, I'm a sucker for tubes. Like, in fact, these are already like a step up for me because you can do this drop by drop. And with hand brushing, I just count drops. And you know what I was saying the other day? People say milky consistency, but that's hard to tell. And with enamels, it's more like 60-40, more thinner. So you don't want it to just drip. You want it to like flow down a bit faster than gravity. I'm guessing through like just the surface tension pulling the paint in. So that's a good flow. But could be thinned a little more. This is enamel. And I was only at like 15, like 20 ml. So I'm going for thinner evaporates, but not with so much color. So just a tad bit more. Yeah, I can always thin it in the airbrush. But someone was saying, yeah. Okay, I'm getting bubbles with this. That's good. That's good. Well, I'll see how this looks. So, okay. Transfer. Cool. What I can do, I can add a couple more drops. Let's see this. Let's go for it too. I'll save this cup for later. I might need to add more paint, but there's a good amount in there. There's about a third worth. So, first things first, just for a moment of concentration, I'm gonna turn off the vent hood and actually, I might not need it, but still, since I have it, I will vent out the window. So I'm just gonna crack open one window and get my ventilation going. Well, then, enamels aren't like lacquer paints. They have like a mild gasoline-y smell, but that's it. Nonetheless, eventually it does get to you, but yeah. But it's more of the clear lacquers and lacquer paints that are really pungent. So it's showtime. Let's see how this goes. I'm a little nervous, but yeah, let me first try on a spare stick. Then I'll try, let me move this over here. It's off camera. Definitely getting bubbles. It's just, I think, I hope I'm not having a problem. I've been leaving mixed up. This would be annoying. I'm definitely getting flow now, but I have airbrush paint. Okay, it's coming out. Cool. So I want like a 22 PSI, but it's working. Yep, it's working. I just need to flush water out. Where's that pivot? No, it's not. I think it's just because they don't mix, it's like oils and paints. Enamels are kind of oil. The water was coming out first. But I hope I don't have like a major display issue. Okay, cool. I'm in the clear. Cool. Let me just try. It's working like a charm. In fact, too much pressure. I could just feel it. It's a 0.5 as well. So I'm on like 25. I want like back to a 17. I just wasn't pulling the trigger enough. But look at this, like, you could already see the steel. It's looking nice, like really nice. So I'm excited. Definitely excited. So, you know, the chassis is kind of like my practice. I mean, it's looking just weird on the primer, but I mean, it's working along. We'll do some of this. I think I need less resistance. Yeah. I'm being a bit too sensitive. As you can tell, I'm not great at airbrushing, but it's getting laid on. So, you know, maybe I'll practice this. So I'll do this. I'm adjusting the release. But it is working. You can definitely see the steel. I want a little more pressure there. I'm just being a bit overly delicate. That's just like close. I should have primed in black. This is so mesmerizing. Now I can do this for hours. Actually, once that is dry, I'll finish this. But I want to do a few more. I'll leave this here. I want to practice on like a piece like this. That's going to be a long job. Maybe enamels aren't great for this, but it's definitely working and it's looking awesome. I shouldn't do that too much. I want to add a bit more thin. I keep adjusting. Can't really decide my hands. It's just so minute. But it's working. worth it. But this is so, like, I don't know. I will say it's probably harder to airbrush with enamels, but we're getting those pipettes will be a snap. Most paint spray is the same if it's decent paint. It's spraying, it's just I can't decide on the pressure. Like, the pressure and like release. I'm just kind of experimenting. And I've done enamels before. It's just, it was the water. Okay, I'm just not pushing it. Okay, moving along, looking good. So, yeah, small adjustment to the release. 15 to 20. What am I on now? I'm on 20 exactly. I think I want a little less. Too much is coming out. But like, it's looking nice what I've done so far. And this is just coat 1. Let me adjust this because I want the pack this side. Okay. I'll continue with this now. Cool. So it's like coat. I mean, it's looking nice. That's already one coat. You can kind of see 2 coats. Here, let me hold it up to the computer cam. That's definitely a nice steel looking finish. I'll do a couple more coats in this main section. I like to alternate. learning experience. Something is a little weird. It might be the brand. I don't think it's the paint. Like, I've had good experience with it. I think I might have. But I'll keep powering through. I'll keep playing around. It's like when I pull the trigger back and forward is when I get the most out of it. Hope it's not this. Nah, it's like it's super close. Yes. I'm just added more glitter. Well, I'm getting paint again. I think I might have an O-ring issue. I might be missing. Well, there's an internal O-ring in there. I don't think there's any cloggage at all. It's really. I'm just troubleshooting. I'm learning here. I don't know. It might be one of these. Call it a fish. Oh, okay. I'm getting something. Cool. My PSI was off. Now it's. I would work. Nice. Okay. Not calling it quits. So that's like code 3 now. I mean, look at this. This is looking like sparkly. Let me zoom in on this. Oh my. Yeah, let me zoom in. The lighting is going to be off, so just turn this off for a minute. Yeah, that is looking nice. Like, really nice. I'm definitely going to post. Maybe I won't do the black today and just focus on one color. Because this already is kind of cool. Okay, so that's code 3. Whoops. Am I getting the lead? Yeah, I might need. Well, that lacquer silk fixed some things and made other things harder, but this is viable now. So this is really like one coat here. Oh my god, I can't believe how nice this is. I do have an O-ring, but I'm still. I mean, that's kind of minor, and it's the master airbrush. I'm powering through it. So, just a little more in terms of PSI. I don't gotta do it all. I'm glad I mean, the chassis was the practice. It looks phenomenal. Again, it's a steel, not a chrome. But you know, once I'm satisfied with this, I can always hand brush some things. Again, this is all kind of. I'm new to airbrushing. I'm careful with it, so things come out nice, but I'm new, so it takes, you know, there's a substantial learning curve. In general, 3 coats might be enough, but I want that final wet coat on the chassis at least. And then I might call it. I want this to I am working with a semi-damaged airbrush here. It's not really a clog, but it's thickening on me, and I'm not gonna... Like, testers isn't the best. And, you know, you can't always have your cake and eat it too, so... The main thing is, I have a problem. There we go. This is steel, so there are particulates. Particulate matter. I think soundtrack is that. That's fine. Just show yourself for a second. Okay. More thinner. And note to self, next time I airbrush, I'll take care of the water. Well, I'll need some replacements. For sure. That's it. I think I just can't pause. Yeah, good point. I mean, I didn't know if you were still lurking around, but like, you gotta admit, this has come out nice in terms of, I mean, you'll see photos, but like, this isn't primer. This is primer. This is steel. I'll show you on this camera. And like, this alone is enough to kind of make me quite decent. It alone is. There's a sparkle to it. There's a sparkle to it. Metallics are tough to get right. Yeah, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. what I'm gonna do, and I saved this painting cut for a reason. I'm not quitting, I'm just examining. Putting some thinner in the airbrush. It's pretty thin, the liquid itself. You know, still kind of a pseudo troubleshoot. Okay, good boy. It's a little splattering. It's also plastic. I mean, glove, not plastic screw. Anyway, I want to wipe it. I think I just got to go fast. Moving along. In general, I know like enamel thinning for hand brushing, like 50-50 for airbrushing. I've only airbrushed with enamel like 3 or 4 times before, and it was gloss white, which was worse in terms of thinning. Moving along. That's for a prince. That's like a first one. But man, this is looking nice. And those are all black parts. The exhausts. I want to do the exhausts. I want to keep moving along. That's definitely a bit too thin. But heck yeah, I mean, this way I'll paint everything right. Just because I'll make it feel more comfortable. moving along. My job's going well. You know, as I've mentioned, I do work for the VA. Quite content with that. But it's going well. Thanks for asking. You know, I did take a leave for about a month for reasons I won't get into now. But yeah, it's going well. Now I have a minor problem. I'm trying to find that other apartment. There it is. This is like. I gave up on the flash. It's just too much flash. Vote number 2. But this is like my first serious airbrushing where I think you were just starting that kit. Oh, I missed some stuff in the chat. You had just gotten it last time we chatted. Yeah, I had a super slow you know, it's a federal job, so I had a super slow onboarding process. It's like a remote job. We do have an office in a town called Bedford, Massachusetts. I went there once. I quite like it, but it's a big commute for me. Since I don't drive at the moment, it's kind of complicated. Yeah. Honestly, gonna do one more. This one. Man, I am pleased. So I think I just have to keep. I can't pause, and I found the right pressure. It's a nice looking. And in a way, airbrushing, spray can brushing and airbrushing, they're related. In a way, can brushing is harder because you gotta be super conscientious of the right distance. And like, I'm used to looking at the cone. That's an advantage you get. Everything else, there's a lot more pressure control. So, I mean, it's cool. Cone number 3, basically, these are on the same board. But I think this would have looked nice in black. As an experiment, because some of this will be stripped away. I just want to do this directly with black. Yeah! Like, I should have used black primer, but for my other parts, I'll use black. It looks super nice on black. What didn't I prime? Oh, the manifold. Right. I want to touch it up. So, yeah, these need one more final coat. I'm not going to do the black, because A, it's like a bitch to open that jar, that can paint. But B, it's like, I don't know, I can keep doing this. This is so, like, it's different than, like, I used to love it, but now for sure airbrushing is my favorite part of the build. But yeah, let's see, what else? What else? I missed a few spots. And you know, I don't want this covering. I will have to replace my next time. This part, I mean, it's getting too rusty. And there is a few There is a few, but with airbrushing, it's so concentrated, the cone going this way, that like I'm not in need of a mask yet. But if I was doing this for another hour, yeah, I would. It's very subtle. Enamels, I mean, they're not much more fluid than acrylics. They are, but it's like a light gas. Okay. Do one more click. That's what I want to. It really has like a rustic, and I could see now, like it's textured. I mean, this AMT kit is so much better than Italeri, and it's so much better. Like the level of like textural detail is nice. Really nice. So yeah, I'm definitely not shitting on enamel. Like no one should shit on testers. In fact, I feel testers has stepped up its game since Model Masters got discontinued. You know, there's a new manufacturer. I think you were saying this, and like I got some great enamel, like transparent red. You can't see this on this game, but like a transparent red, a purple. Yeah. Yeah, okay. If I could just find that manifold, I wanted to look like pictures. But you know, I'll be painting more steel parts anyway later. So maybe this is a good time to not like focus on it. I ended up using way more paint than I needed, but I actually only used a tiny dab of this. So I still have like half a jar's worth, and I've used this before with a little bit of hand brushing, which takes up so much work. So let me just see as far as finishing touches. Honestly, maybe one. It's enamel, so it's like you want that red shine. It seeps. After all, I'm not Plasma, but I aspire to Plasma level of detail. He's my inspiration. And all of you guys, for sure. But, yeah. I'm gonna be calling it. I think you're the only one on my stream at the moment, aren't you? So I'm not really gonna raid. But, well, I am curious to see what's online. It never hurts to raid. But, yeah, I'm probably not gonna raid today, just tune out. So, actually, what I will do, SAS is on, but I'm not gonna raid. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna clean out this. This airbrush now before it's too late because I made that mistake last time. So, I mean, I still have some paint, but not much. That's fine. It's not really a waste. Good job. first, just some enamel thinner. And I'm not going to do a deep clean because I don't believe I per se need to. But I will, and I won't even remove the needle, but I'm making sure I'm just doing this. For this, I'm not going to do that, but I'll bend it out. So, let's see. This is probably too nice. First enamel, and then a little bit of wrapper. Q-tip. Yeah, I mean, I'll be brushing it. I might do the black. Well, I'll do the black tomorrow, perhaps multitasking, watching YouTube. Yeah, I'm very satisfied with this camera. Now, just for a little bit of airbrush here. Just extra. On the outside, I can use some of the airbrush. Yeah, that really strips away any gum. Cool. So I'm clear. But I do need more, like, O-ring. Off for a sec. Turn off the compressor. Vent it. Yeah. Ooh, that got hot. Yeah, it's not that fumy at all. You know, I'm only using a couple drops of lacquer thinner. But yeah, that was fun. That was awesome. I can't wait to post pics. I'll just use good water for general body. Like airbrush body, I mean. Yeah, water really doesn't have a smell, but it's very weak. It's like it's good for finishing touches. And I'm glad I have a quick disconnect. Makes your life so much easier. Compressing a gas causes heat. Yeah, releasing pressurized gas causes cold. Compressed gas. Well, I did study science, so it's more kinetic energy. Heat is just kinetic average. Well, heat is the kinetic energy. Heat's a lot of things, actually. You know, you can go subatomic. It doesn't make sense anymore. But yeah. Pull the needle? I'll do that. Good call. Because I will be airbrushing tomorrow, most likely, but yeah, good call. And I'll clean it with black. Thank you for reminding me. Or telling me. It's not that I wasn't aware, just it kind of was still a bit neglectful. You know, as I've said, this is a learning experience for me. I mean, we're always learning something with every session we do, whether we stream or not. But thank you for the tip. No pun intended. Do I have the cap? I can, I'm usually careful with needles. What I do, I cook a lot. So I have some kitchen tools that I like. And it's just, like sharp, like a carving floor. So I'm just gonna do this. Cool. You just have to wipe it dry. Yeah, I did. I definitely wiped it dry. And it's very volatile, so it'll probably dry quick. I guess I can put it back in. Well, there's actually still a little residue, but it's liquidy residue. It's just Tamiya body cleaner. Like airbrush. It's like airbrush detergent, basically. Get another wipe. I'll be all set. Yeah, and this was all done with a semi-defective O-ring. You take the tip off and clean that too. I mean, won't it be fine for until tomorrow? I'm gonna be a bit negligent. Well, I'll take the cap off. I was kind of not aiming for a deep clean. I'll just need one of these. It's, me flushing out, flushing through, got thinner in there, so it's all coming off. Okay. Good to go. Yeah, there's still a little bit, but it's just damp, it's wet. I don't think it'll clog by tomorrow. It's much more thinner than residue. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna tune out. Manchu, thanks so much for tuning in and also giving me good advice. That was very helpful. And I'm stoked about this. It's April and I've actually made decent progress. I thought I would take forever, but still. This is gonna take a few months for sure. Once I actually get to painting and customizing the engine. Yep, have a good night, man. See you later. I'll be excited to tune into your stream tomorrow.